Welcome to the Optic Administrator user videos. For the purposes of these videos, I will be utilizing a mouse and an iPad to help facilitate the user following along. At this point, you've already agreed to the terms and conditions, as well as chosen a subscription status for Optic. From here, if you're an administrator, we're going to go right to the gear icon in the lower right-hand corner. When I bring this up, it's immediately going to pull up this sidebar menu. The button on the top right gives me the ability to close this sidebar. I have the ability to go to dark mode or light mode. And you can see that the settings menu defaults to this report option. If you have an active incident running, when you click the gear icon from the incident, you'll actually be taken to a current incident management tab that looks much different than this. But since we're just simply setting up the iPad itself and we're not running an incident, it's going to default to this reports menu. When I click away, if I had an incident running and my tab was open to this reports menu, my incident information would show up here. Below that, I have what's called saved incident reports. So an incident is completed and closed out by an incident commander. It will automatically be saved in this right here. And you'll have three different options from there, which will be to export, view within the app itself, and actually two export options, one for CSV, one for PDF, and then the third option to view in the app itself. So the report customization just allows me to put my own department name or whatever custom name I want to give to an incident report upon completion of the incident itself. So this is a good place if you want to put your department name, you could put it there. Otherwise, the default is just going to be incident report. So when the PDF document is created, it will say whatever you put in there. So XYZ fire departments, etc. If you would like the option to encrypt your PDFs on export, you simply turn this on, add a password, and from there, anyone who wants to open that PDF will be required to put in the appropriate password. If you no longer want to require passwords, you simply just turn it off. You can see under my saved incident reports, I have one report available. This will save up to the last 50 incident reports. So it's only going to save an incident if you actually start one and then do something to interact with the board. So if you start an incident on accident, go in and close the incident right away, it's not going to save that one. It's simply going to delete it. Only the ones that actually have interaction with the command board itself get saved. So I click on that. Here's my incident right at the top. I'm going to highlight it. And there's my three options to view the incident on the tablet, or click on Export CSV. You can see this familiar sheet to AirDrop, mail, etc. I can also do the same with exporting PDF. There is no function to delete incident reports, just the automatic 51st report will get deleted when a new one is added. Here's a quick look at what an exported PDF report looks like. On the top, you have incident information. From there, we scroll down. It does include our incident notes that we entered, our tactical drawings. This area shows all the units and their location at the time the PDF was created. Incident checklist is also included, and that would be for any incident checklist that you interact with will be included. The final archive report does not include in the PDF, that is, the things that weren't completed on the checklist, only the items you interacted with and completed. And that's intentional. We did have a mass casualty on the simulated incident, and information is here. There's the PAR history. And then finally here, the event log, which shows everything in chronological order of where units were assigned, what time they were assigned there. We did have a Mayday at 2:24, different checklist items and the time that they were checked off, the Mayday all clear, and then our MCI. At the bottom, there is this added disclaimer, because as we know as incident commanders, when we hear information, there's typically a delay of when we get that entered at times onto our command board.